we are going to solve the famous two-sum problem in leetcode in JavaScript. So first I have written down this question. Let's go through the question first. So given an array of integers, nums and an integer target. So we are going to be given an input which will look like this. So let's say 2, 4, 6, let's say 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so 7, and it will also the user will give you an input with a list and a target number, let's say 8. Okay, and this input has some characteristics that we have to know. It has some kind of rules. The first is you cannot repeat any numbers in the input. Every number should be unique. Okay, so you cannot give 2 here and 2 anywhere. You can use the number only in one place. So it is either can be in your index 1 or index 2 or index 3 or index 0, that doesn't matter, but you have to use only the number once. And the next rule is that the input has exactly one solution. Okay, the input should have only one solution, and it should return the indices of the solution. So let me make you this clear. First, it is given that you're going to have 2 inputs, which is a array and a target number. In JavaScript there is no list, so we call this as array. Okay, so given an array of integers, nums and integer target, return the indices. So it should be very clear, it is integer, it is not a decimal number, or it is not a number character. So it is a integer strictly. So return the indices of the 2 numbers such that they add up to the target. We have to return the indices. The output should be the indices of what? Of the 2 numbers such that they add up to the target. So let's say 2 and 6 is the only solution which will give 8. There is no other way you will get 8 in this list. In this array. Okay, so it is, let's see, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 2 plus 6 is 8, 2 plus 7 is 9, and there is no way around. See, 7 plus 4 is also 9, 7 plus 6 is 13, and 7 plus 2 is 9. So there is no way that you will get 8 by any other method, any other solution. You will not get any other solution. The only solution will be 2 and 6. You will get only 8. I mean 8 only once in this array. So let's say 2 plus 6, you will get 8. That's the only solution possible here. So you may not use the elements twice also. Okay, we have followed every rule for the input, and the result should be, let's say the result should be like this. In square brackets you have to give the indices. So the indices of 2 is 0, the indices of 6 will be 0, 1, 2. So this will be your output. So this is what the question says to you. So now let's jump to the solution. So first we are going to solve this in hash map, because hash map is the only viable thing that we can use here, because in brute force method the time complexity will become order of n square. So it is we are using 2 loops inside it. We are using 2 for loops in brute force method, but in hash map method we are going to use only 1 loop. Okay, so the time complexity will be reduced to n. So in order of n you will get the time complexity, and space complexity will also be in the order of n. Okay, so let's start with the solution. So first we are going to form a we are going to form a function. We are going to make a function, okay? The function, and it's going to be to sum. So sum, and in this we are going to give the two inputs, so nums and target is the two input. Okay, this is the function. The function name is toSum, or you can give any other things also. It can be hello, or it can be JavaScript. It can be any variable here. So I have given toSum just to make sure that it is relevant to the context. Okay, so yeah, let's open the flower bracket and type in. So we are going to type. First we are going to make a map, because it is the hash map method. So in hash map method we always create a map. So for that I am going to use const here, because const is in this we are not going to change the map. So map is going to be constant, but the elements inside map can be changed, but map will remain constant in this loop. Okay, so yeah, map, but you should give capital M for this. And also we have created a map here. Now we are going to run the loop. First, in that array, in that example, let me write that example here. It was what was the example that I was which I gave is 2, 4, 6, 7, and the target number is 8. Okay, so yeah, so first we have to run through the loop. First we are going to run through this array. Okay, for that I am going to introduce a for loop here. So in this for loop I am going to open this for loop and give a condition, that is I am going to declare let I equals, why I have used let is I is going to be changing inside this loop, but const why I have used const here is the map is not going to change in this entire function. So it's going to be constant, map is going to be constant, but I is going to iterate. So I have given let, so let I equals 0. Why I have given 0 is because 0 is the starting of this index. Array always start with the index 0, so we are going to run through this index. So I have given let I equals 0 and I less than nums dot length. This is also a method to find the length of the I mean this is a property, this is not a function. Length dot length is a property to find the array's length. Okay, so after this the iteration I is going to repeat these many times. Okay, and I am going to give increment to I. That's all. Okay, now we are going to open the flower brackets, and now inside this I have to create a constant, a variable which is going to remain constant. So it is complement. Complement equals target minus nums. Target minus nums I. So you may ask, what is this? So here complement is okay. If I visit 1, let's say I equals 0 and I is less than this length. Here in this case it is 4, so number's length is 4, so I will be less than 4, that is until 3. So it will go 0, 1, 2, 3, and I plus plus is the increment, right? So now I am going to visit the index 0. In index 0 I have 2. So in that 2 I am going to do a operation, simple operation. Okay, let's say we are going to find the complement of this 2. Okay, so if I give complement equals target is 8 minus numbers in this index. This is a way to access the number in that index. Here I is going to be 0 for the first iteration. So number 0 is 2. So target is 8 minus 2 will be 7. So 2's complement will be 7. Okay, so we have found the complement of 2. Now next step is I have to create a if statement here, because I want to know whether that complement exists in this map, because it is a hash map function, right? So I am going to give map dot has inside I am going to give the variable's name complement. Okay, so if map dot has complement, it will return true. So if it is true, what will happen is the if statement will return map dot get complement. Okay, so it is going to return map dot complement, and also it is going to return the index. Okay, this is going to be the thing. Okay, we have found the complement of this first index, and we are going to check whether that complement exists or not. But till now the map is empty, because the map, we have only created the map. So after creating the map, we did not do any kind of operation inside the map. I mean, we did not add any kind of set inside that map. So map will not have that complement 7. But in that array we have 7, but we did not have saved that 7 in map. So how we are going to do this is come out of the if loop, and we are going to map dot set nums I comma I. Okay, so this is sorry, I forgot this. Yeah, so in this it will not find the 7, right, and it will come outside, and it will save the 2 and its index. So map will be containing the index of 2. So here 2 will be the key, and 2 will be the key and I will be the value. So to access 2, I have to access it through the index. So nums is the variable, the variable that we have. It is an array variable, right? So in that array, I am going to access the first element through the index I, which is 0, and nums 0 is 2. So 2 comma 0 will be saved inside this map. So after this, the loop will run again until it reaches the value I equal to 3. After running this loop, you will finally get the solution for the So let's see.